Hello everyone, and welcome to part 1 of our Journeyman non-League to Legend style save. My name's Dave, and if you're new around here, then make sure, firstly, leave a big old thumbs up if you are excited for this series, and then secondly, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell for notifications so you know when we're going live with the next video. Should we go over the rules, just in case you didn't watch the preview episode? So, firstly, how we pick the team. So, some of you will be familiar with this if you follow Lelujo. I've played the same way for years. Pick the team closest to you that you haven't managed before. Obviously, because this is our first outing in this sort of style save, it is literally the closest team to us. So, for me, with where I live, the closest team is Bath City. So, for you, obviously, depending where you live, it will be different. But if you want to play along with us, obviously we are starting at Bath City. Now, as for how the save will progress, obviously, like any football manager, if a job offer comes along that's too good to resist, then we will obviously go for that. So, if another team in the same league came offering us like an extra £100 or something a week, we probably wouldn't move. So obviously relocation costs and everything. Say like a team, a division or two above came in, offered us like £1,000 a week pay rise. Obviously you're going to take it. And as for obviously moves abroad, because obviously we can go anywhere, we can move abroad. And for that purposes, we would obviously have to consider, would you make that move in real life? If you're managing like down in like League 2 or something in England, and like an equivalent team in, say, the Bundesliga came along, offering you not much of a pay rise, then you probably wouldn't take it because relocation costs, all that sort of stuff. But if then like a Premier League team came in and was like, yeah, we're going to offer you like £20,000 a week, obviously you're going to snap the hand off. So yeah, that's the kind of way we do our moves. Obviously stuff like that's done fairly realistically, just to give a bit of roleplay to the series. Then obviously in terms of players and everything, we do not touch the player search screen because that just makes it too easy. Staff search screen we don't touch, just whoever applies for positions or we promote from within. So we'll probably look to do more than if we do like an outside appointment. Unless there's like a massive gulf, then we might take the outside person over the inside person. But 9 times out of 10, it will be an internal promotion if they apply for the position. And finally, the end goal for the series will, of course, be to win the Champions League. So, once we do that, that will be the end of the series. So, fingers crossed, it's a bit harder than it was last year. Obviously, doing this kind of save last year, kind of easy. Didn't even... no, I did move abroad last year. I went to Italy for like 1 season and then came back to England. But yeah, that being said, again, if you are excited for this series, if you are excited for future series down the road, then do make sure you hit that thumbs up, because obviously it helps with the YouTube algorithm, as do comments. So leave comments down below, because that helps us as well. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button, as I said earlier, because that does help, obviously, the channel grow and helps me out immensely. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the save. Okay, here we are in the save. As we can see, obviously hired as Bath City manager. Bath have today confirmed the appointment of David Winder as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 39-year-old, who's recently spent time away from club football. He's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Twerton Park. Windows put pen to paper on a 1-year deal worth £650 a week, and obviously replaces previous manager Jerry Gill, who had been in charge since 2017. So, see, we've got the shirts. Media prediction is sick. We don't have a director of football. Our assistant manager is Jim Rollo. Let's have a look at what he's like. Okay. Not great. Obviously, Bath narrowly avoided relegation last season. Enter at the second qualifying round and enter at the third qualifying round. Obviously, we play at Twerton Park, 3,528 capacity, as I mentioned in the preview video. Average training facilities, below average youth facilities, basic youth. Club enjoyed probably their best spell success in the 80s. They're now enjoying a 14-year barren spell. So, yeah, they haven't won anything for a while. So, this is what they perceive to be our best 11. I could see us going with that sort of formation, maybe. Helps with a bit of extra defensive cover. Got the 3 attackers, some midfielders in there, hopefully that are good. Obviously, Dan Ball, left back, the player I know well. I've signed him a few times. Alright. And this is what the Nick Blofeld, as I also mentioned. We have Blofeld, obviously the Bond villain, as our chairman. Here's the club's vision for the future. So they want us to sign under the age of 23 for the first team. Obviously work within the wage budget. Want us to reach the playoff, reach the first round of the FA Cup, and reach the second round of the FA Trophy. So then obviously win promotion next season, attempt to remain. So obviously we want to try and better that. We want to try and get promoted first season. Obviously depending what this squad is like. I'm okay with that. We'll do the staff meetings every fortnight. Schedule a press conference and an intra-squad friendly. Alright, and here we are, the emails that we all get at the start. Obviously, just recapping that we take over the hot seat. A look at all the players. So it looks like we potentially have some good players for possibly. So we'll apply all that. Tactical direction, obviously we'll come to that in a minute. We'll have a look at the players we've got first. Club vision, obviously we'll accept that. Pre-season prep. See, we've got the friendlies set up there. And then, pleased to announce that Bath squad is close to a clean bill of health. Just Rains with a broken lower leg for about 5 weeks. She's basically going to miss pre-season. Hopefully back for the actual start of the season. But let's take a look at the squad, shall we? Wow, this is a small squad. It's a squad of 17 players in the first team. So, first things first, let's take a look at Ryan Clark. So, he's like, not a bad keeper. I may alter these figures just so we can see the difference a bit better. For the colouring and stuff. Yeah, that's how he is, and he's 39 years old though. Then we've got Will Fuller, who's a 27-year-old goalkeeper. So we may want to get a better goalkeeper that's going to be around for a while. So again, he's okay, not great. Then we've got Ben Gehring, who's a centre-back. Good jumping reach, good heading. So, good strength as well. Not very quick though. He's 30 years old. Pretty good tackling for this level. Jack Batten. Again, not another solid. Not the best, but again, not quite very fast. Dan Ball, who looks alright for a left back. Nothing major, not very quick though. 29, he has been at Bath forever. Former Bristol City player. Eddie Jones can play either side, prefers to be a right back. Yeah, not too bad. Do with more pace though. Callum Wood is on loan. Prefers to be a centre back, can play left back. He's on loan from Bristol City. Looks like he could be a good young player for this level. Obviously, Joe Rains we know about. Right-sided defender, central midfielder. Not too bad. Bit of an all-rounder. Then we've got Lloyd James. So, yep, he looks like a pretty good PBL deep line playmaker. Or would we play him in central midfield? Possibly our deep line playmaker. We've got Elliot Freer here. Then looks alright. Be our left winger. Ryan Harley's wanted by Kidderminster. Looks alright. 36 years old though. So it looks like we're going to have a squad to rebuild here. And he doesn't look great, but he looks okay. Tom Smith. Great determination. Yeah. Certainly have some rebuilding to do, I think. Omar Holness. Then looks alright. Not amazing, but looks okay. Looks like he can do the job. Mo Tory, on loan from Salford. Looks like he's quite a good striker. Could be an advanced forward, target forward. Good left winger. Alex Fletcher, 22-year-old striker. Prefers to be a pressing forward. Nice, I could get behind that. Got great work rate, great determination, good teamwork. Yeah, he could be a good pressing forward for us. And then Cody Cook, and another one who wants to be a poacher, or he can do pressing forward and advance forward quite well as well. Look at him as a pressing forward. Yeah. Got an idea of the shape I want to go with then, which is like they showed in the S11. But yeah, we will try and work on something from there. As for dynamics, obviously team cohesion is terrible. Let's have a look in the dev center, nothing there. An 18-year-old keeper who could become as good as Ryan Clark, but not great at the moment. 1 star. Let's have a look at our under-23s. Again, only a couple of loanies. Loan from Bristol City. Don't know why he's down there, so let's move him to senior squad. Marley Francois. Again, not great. He can stay down there. He's on loan from Bristol as well. And the under-18s. No one. Okay. So, that's what we have to work with. Finances-wise, no transfer budget. We get to keep 100% of transfer revenue now. 37,000 in the bank. And 500 to play with in the wage budget. So, could get 3-4 players in for that. Obviously see what we can knock out as well. As for the schedule, obviously in the next episode is where we will have the first 2 matches of the season against Billericay and Tunbridge. Yeah, this is how our season's looking. Finished the regular season on the 7th of May. Obviously, if we're in the playoffs, obviously it will extend from there. But yeah, staff-wise, got room for another coach, and we've got a performance analyst, even though we should have none, and a head performance analyst. We could get a director of football in, chief scout, 2 scouts needed. Full on them. Yeah, our attacking coaching is terrible. Our technical's not great. But we've obviously got one of the best fitness in the league. Was second in the league. But looks of it, yeah. So staff. Obviously, I'll place some adverts for coach. We will place an advert for head performance analyst. Yeah, we want a normal coach. Our goalkeeping coach is okay. We want an attacking coach, basically. So we've done that. Place an advert for director of football, a chief scout, and scout. Alright, so that's staffing side of it taken care of. I just go to responsibility matches, friendlies, delegate that. Touchline leads team talks, touchline instructions. That's all sorted. Yeah, I'll sort all this sort of stuff off camera. Obviously, we'll have like the data hub set up later. Tactic. We'll have a deep line playmaker on defend. And I kind of want a ball winner and a box to box. We'll work out which side's going to be attacking up here and attacking down here. And that probably a pressing forward on attack. I see it being like that. Yeah, that'll be the kind of tactic we go with. And obviously, this is just obviously the job searches. Let's have a look at, is there anyone scouted already? Nope. Obviously, we don't have any scouts. Don't use that player search screen. Don't have anyone on the shortlist. Alright. So, I think that is everything that I want to go through with. Anything else? Like competition, let's have a look actually before anything happens. Season preview, obviously 7th, well, Lacey have us at 7th. Yeah. Elliot Fryer is actually 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7th best player in the league, apparently. And we've got Lloyd James as well. So there are 2 key players. But that is how teams are predicted for this coming season. I think that will wrap up this very, very quick glance over everything with the listing. Let's have a look at the squad depth, actually. So, yeah, we could definitely do with another defensive midfielder. I reckon better defence if possible. Definitely another goalkeeper, because Ryan Clark's 39 years old. Wilfer not quite good enough for what I want. We'll work from there. And yeah, so that's what Jim Rollo thinks our squad depth is like. Yeah. Cody Cook, apparently the best striker. He's the one that wants to be he's a poacher / pressing forward. He's the one that wanted to be the pressing forward, wasn't he? Yeah. Alright, well, yeah. We've got a basis. Central midfield, James and Tom Smith. A good behind that, possibly another 1 or 2. On the left, Elliot Fryer, or right. Probably Elliot Fryer on the right. Just how I'm thinking. So we'll probably go Cook or Fletcher up top, Fryer on the right, Torre on the left. James and Smith are probably going to be our two central midfielders. No, James is going to be our defensive midfielder. So yeah, so we need another 2 central midfielders. Campbell, possibly get a replacement for left back. And right back, I mean, we have cover. I mean, we have 3 very evenly matched 2.5 stars. Possibly some more central defenders. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. And I shall see you, obviously, for them first 2 games of the season in episode 2. That being said, if you would like a second episode today, then let's aim for 10 likes. No, let's push it about 20 likes. We're going to push the boat out. 20 likes, and we'll have a second episode later today. Like this evening, sometime. And yeah, but that being said, we will wrap this episode up here. If you're enjoying it, remember, leave the big old thumbs up, because that does help with the algorithm, gets more eyes on the series. If you're excited for this, and also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, because that does help me out greatly as a channel, helps us grow. And also, down in the description, you'll find, obviously, links for Twitch, when I do live streams on Twitch, and also a link for my Twitter, so go follow me on there, because that will also give you notifications about videos and other stuff. And obviously, if there's going to be any like gaps in videos or anything, which there shouldn't be, we should be daily for the foreseeable future. Obviously, as we get towards the end of Fm22, we'll obviously wrap it down, probably have weekends off or something. But that being said, that's like nearly a year away. But, like I say, that will do for today. So, I shall see you on the flip side. Goodbye.